Hey everybody, how's it going today? We are back with another episode of the Minecraft Realm series on hard mode. For those that were with us for the last episode, I know we were working on the hallway at our little mining area that was pretty far away from here, and I think we're going to continue working on that. But I realized when I was going through watching my video the last time I uploaded it, I told you guys I was going to show you the spider spawner that I came across, and I realized during that video that I never even showed that to you guys. So I think the first thing I'm going to be doing is gathering some supplies, and then I'll head over to those spider spawners to show you just how many I came across. Today I'm feeling pretty relaxed, but definitely feeling pretty sore. If any of you guys have checked out my TikTok channel, you'll see that I've been trying to work a little bit on my self-discipline and trying to get better with that because I'm feeling like that's something I definitely lack a lot in my life right now. And with all that being said, I decided to take part in the Saitama One Punch Man Challenge, and that was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I haven't worked out in well over 2 years, I want to say, 2 to 3 years, and I haven't gone running in over a year or so. I want to say the last time I went running was like the beginning of 2025 or something like that. Like, it's been a really long time to say the least. And I tried going on the challenge, and it was 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. I didn't realize until afterwards it's 100 weighted squats, but I didn't have any weights or anything like that, so I just did regular squats, and then I did the 10-kilometer run, and oh my lord, after doing all of that, I cannot even explain to you how wiped out I was from that. Yesterday, I swear I could barely walk. I did the challenge on Monday, and then I told myself, oh yeah, I'm going to do this challenge 6 days a week. I'm going to take a rest day every single Thursday, and when I woke up Tuesday, like, oh my god, my body was screaming. I even stretched and everything like that just to make sure that, like, my body was fine. Like, I even took a couple hot baths just to make sure I could soak my muscles, and no, those did not do me any justice. Like, oh my god, the pain that I was in, it was crazy. I'm still pretty sore today, but I'm hoping by like I have to go back to work tomorrow and everything like that. So I'm trying to figure out if maybe I can readjust the challenge and everything, maybe cut down on the sets, the reps, everything like that, and maybe pick it up again on one of my work days. Or if I'm still feeling pretty sore, or if I want to hit the full-on challenge, I'll probably just wait till another day off before I pick it up again. But yeah, so to say the least, life has been pretty crazy lately. It's definitely been very busy. I don't know why I came all the way up here. Like, I've got the, I wanted to use these as tables, like the scaffolding, almost as like little end tables, but I just realized now I don't have anything to put on them exactly. So I'm just going to run back down, get rid of some of this meat and everything, like the rotten flesh, the phantom membranes, and like the stuff that I really don't think I'm going to need. And, yeah, I'll probably swap that out with some decorative items and stuff like that so I can actually decorate that little hallway. Because I think all we really had left to do was add in the lanterns and, like, furnish it, and that was pretty much it. Still a little disappointed that we couldn't turn it into a fish tank hallway like we wanted to, but I was kind of mulling that over for a little bit, and I don't know if I want to have a fish tank so far away in an area that I'm mainly just going to use for mining. Like, that's mainly just for resource gathering, so I don't see myself going over there super often unless it's to get, you know, resources for big builds and stuff like that. If I'm going to do a big fish tank, I think I'd really like to do it in a very eye-catching area, you know, some place where everybody's going to see it. So I think I'd like to build, like, some kind of aquarium or some kind of building within, like, my castle walls here. I say castle walls loosely. Like, as you can see, all it is a very crappy cobblestone outline. Like, it does not have any texture or oomph yet to it. No pizzazz, as you'd say. But I do like my little Japanese tower. Like, I forgot what the actual name of the towers are called. Like, forgive me for that. I apologize. But I do really like, and don't get me wrong, like, I know it's still pretty basic compared to the other ones you see on YouTube. Like, there's some truly beautiful and astounding Japanese towers built by other Minecraft players where they even have, like, the pointed ends to the roof. Oh, my goodness. Will you stop interrupting me during videos? But they have the pointed roofs that kind of like swoosh outwards, like, and point upwards almost in real life, like how they do authentically, where mine are kind of just flat. They just kind of like go out almost like a mini little pyramid, I guess you could say. Alright, what's up, buddy? Here, I'll give you a little treat. I'll take one for myself. And let's see what we can get rid of, shall we? I really don't think I need half of this stuff on me. Let's see, I'll definitely get rid of you. I'll get rid of phantom membranes, don't need that. I don't think I'll need a sign. I don't know why I even have that on me. I'm not going to need any dyes. Don't need any berries, I don't think. And I think we're pretty much done with the sand and gravel for now. So that just cleared up a decent amount of space there. Let me just see what kind of flower pots I have. Do I even have any? Hold on one sec. Let's go ahead and check out our resources real quick. Oh, sweet. Okay, we do. So we'll go ahead and take a couple of those with us. And let me see here. We'll head over to our little nature drawer. Pop out a couple things here. I want to do something with these firefly bushes. I think that'd be something really cool to set up at some point. I don't really think there's anything I can do in the bamboo hallway, so I don't think I'll bring that. Just because it's themed all yellow, I might bring some of the tall dry grass to see if maybe I can do anything with that. Like, maybe it'll let me put that in a flower potter or something. I'm not sure. I think orange will definitely go well with that room. And let's see here. And you know what? We'll bring a daisy with us. And let me see. I do like the cactus flowers. Like, those always are very eye-appealing to me. I do really like the aesthetic those give off. And I think maybe we'll throw in a blue. Why not? And just for the classic, I always throw in a poppy plant just because that reminds me of, like, the OG Minecraft. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're going to get. Though, actually, let me see if I have any azalea. Yeah, I do really like the way these plants, like the flowering azaleas, like those are some of, like that. Like I said in the last video, that's probably one of my favorite plant types in the entire game. So I think we'll be good on that. And yeah, I think that covers our inventory here. Let me just drop off this extra stack of cobblestone, or not cobblestone, what is it? Yeah, cobble deep slate. I don't think I'm going to need anything like that for where I'm going. And I think we're set. As I'm saying that, I literally said that one of the last things I needed to do is hang the lanterns and everything, and I did not check to see if I even had lanterns. Don't have any iron chains left. I got one lantern here. Alright, so it looks like we're going to need to hit the bank vault real quick and get us some iron. Let me just take whatever last few nuggies I have here. And let's see. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering why... oh wait, I already had this in my inventory. You guys would not believe the story that I have to tell you guys. There was something so funny that happened the last time I was playing. So, oh, what are you doing in here? This is not for you, sir. Get out of here. You are interrupting my video. You better have ender pearls for me. Oh, a dirt block. How lovely. And some. I guess I'll forgive you for the XP. Thank you. But as I was saying before I was interrupted by Mr. Enderman, I have 2 accounts on Minecraft for those that don't know. Well, you were already coming to interrupt me. You're so lucky. Oh wait, I did hit you. Okay, sweet. I did not even see the red on that. Okay then. Anyways, getting interrupted a second time now. The last time I played Minecraft, this wasn't recorded or anything like that. I was just playing on my day off, just trying to like just chill out and relax. And for those that don't know, I have 2 Minecraft accounts. I have this account that I'm playing on right now that I record my YouTube videos on for you all. And then I have my PC account, which the only reason I don't play on that is because it's mainly a laptop and it lags out really, really bad when I try to do videos, and the quality is just abhorrent. Like, whenever I try to record videos on that, like, the lag on it, or not the lag, I guess I want to say, like, the resolution on it, like, I've even tried setting it down to, like, 30 FPS and, like, whatever the recommendations are for it, and, like, nothing I do seems to work for it. Excuse me. Nothing I do seems to work for it, so I can't really use my laptop right now until I upgrade to something like more professional or something like with a higher quality, so I can get like the better standard videos for you guys. So with that being said, I also have 2 accounts for the reasoning that there was one time I got teleported. I mentioned this story before the first time in the video. I got teleported about 20,000 blocks away from home, and when I got back to base, I was gone for so long coming back that almost all of my sheep had despawned, and it had taken me so long to acquire like all the different 16 colors of wool in the game. Just to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Thankfully, none of the sheep in my original pen despawned. Like, none of these guys despawned. I still had all 16 colors in here, but I was doing a big project and I needed more sheep and more wool. So I led a few sheep into this pen that I built right over here that you see is now empty. And I filled this completely full of sheep. I had this completely full of sheep, and I was just running back and forth, shearing them daily. Then once I got teleported 20,000 blocks away, I came back home, and my gates are completely shut. Nobody was on the server but me, and all of my sheep were gone. And I looked it up online, and it said that if you go a very far distance away, that sometimes like your animals can despawn. So ever since then, like I still have yet to, like I've been pretty lazy. Like I've yet to break this down and like figure out what to do with the space. I've just kind of left the animal pen here just in case if maybe I want to take like Trojan out of his little area and move him over here, and maybe like do something different with this area. Like maybe put in like, it is kind of like a perfect little square right here. Let me see. Yeah, or a perfect little rectangle. Maybe I could do like a little flower garden here, or maybe like a little tiny vegetable garden, or just something for like that kind of like aesthetic look or something. And then, oh, so what was I'm getting sidetracked. So I had the two accounts, as I was saying. I had the two accounts, and the other reason I have for that, so basically I have my computer account that I would have signed on and standing inside the animal pen at all times to prevent things from despawning on me. And then I would play the game with this account just in case I ever had to travel far away. I would never have to worry about animals despawning because somebody would always be back at this base here. So, what had happened the other day is while I was playing on the Xbox, I made the stupid decision of going upstairs to my house over here, and before I travel over to the mining facility, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about just to give you some context. I was throwing some items away because I realized like if you throw items on the ground like this, it can take up to 5 minutes for it to despawn, and it's kind of annoying just kind of waiting for things to fall out of the world. And I don't know if that ever does anything to the game. Like it sounds silly. Like I'm like, for someone that's played Minecraft for years, I'm really not that very smart with the game, so I don't know like what causes lag or what doesn't cause lag. So I built myself a little furnace, or like a little trash can upstairs, if you will, that I can throw items away in. And what had happened, as I was throwing items away, I went to go put a painting on my wall before I gave a tour of my house, because as you'll see when we get upstairs, there was no painting on the wall, and I decided it looked pretty empty. So I put a painting on the wall, and when I did that, I had to walk a little forward. So you'll see this wither painting right here, and I couldn't reach it. I'm gonna crouch just so this doesn't happen again, but I couldn't reach it from here, so I had to walk a little bit forward, and I put the painting on the wall, and as I was walking forward, I fell right into this lava hole. And when I fell, it's only 1 block deep, so you think to yourself, that's not a big deal, you're standing, so just go ahead and jump out of it. What ended up happening is I pushed down on the joystick, and I swam down under, almost like you're swimming. When that happened, that shut this iron gate right here, and I was completely sealed in the lava. And I had all of these items in my inventory. Now, I know that netherite doesn't burn in lava, so I know I would have come back to at least having 3 pieces of armor and at least my good old pickaxe. But knowing I would have lost all of the loot and the items and the diamond items that I have in my inventory, I was stressing out like crazy over that. Like, you have no idea how bad I was freaking out trying to come up with a game plan. So what I decided to do is I had maybe like 2 to 3 hearts left because I was just spamming at this point, trying to like break the iron gate with a pickaxe, just trying to think of something, and like nothing I was doing was working. I couldn't switch to my items fast enough. Like I was literally just panicking. So at last minute before I died, I ended up signing out of my account, and I signed back in on my computer account, and I ran downstairs into the storage room, and I grabbed buckets of water, I grabbed a pickaxe and everything, I went upstairs to that room, I scooped up all the lava, I filled it in with water, and then I signed back in on this account now that you see that we're playing on, and thankfully I survived. I respawned in a swimming pool of water, and that 3 hearts regenerated back up, and I did not lose any of the items that you see here, so I could not tell you how happy I was about that. Now, before we go, I noticed that you guys are seeing a lot of this storage room and everything like that, and I don't know if I've ever given you guys like an actual tour of it, but I figured why not give you guys a little something here before we go out. So this is a project that took me, like, when it comes to talking in real life days, like this was probably, I want to say, like 2 weeks when it came to like collecting all the wood and actually like building everything that you see here. Like when I say 2 weeks, I'm talking about maybe like an hour playthrough at a time, because I work full time and everything like that, and my friend would come over after work and him and I would play together. So like him and I would both be collecting resources. I would go check out his builds, he would come check out my builds, and in those meantime, like in those bits of free time, I would start working on this project here. So we'll start at the beginning here, or I guess the ending, I guess we should say, because this little hallway here that's still being worked on, I remember in the first video, I think I told you guys the original plan is we were going to go to war with each other. And leading up from this little pathway leads straight into my brother's territory. So if we ever did need to go to war against each other, boom, I've already got an underground entrance right into his territory. So I have that there that I want to figure out something to do with at some point. Like, every single time I build underground passageways, I'm very guilty of doing something like this, like something very claustrophobic. Like, even if I design it, like we're talking, even if I put like wood planks or some kind of stone here, it's always very claustrophobic, where it's whether it's like a 1x2 hallway like this, or maybe I'll dig it out one more row like this, so it's like a 3x3 or something like that. And sorry, I'm running out of breath there for a second. It gets a little hard talking on rambles like this for hours at a time, but I enjoy it. Like, it's really nice to like finally have people to listen to me talk about my love of Minecraft. But as I was saying, I really like to do something that I see on like those monstrous YouTube videos where the people have like ginormous chasm hallways where they're like, dude, what do you need all this space for? And it's like giant pillars going down, like shit that looks like straight out of like Greek times or like Roman times, like the Colosseums and like the big old monuments and stuff. Like, this room right now looks pretty empty. Like, this is a pretty pathetic fish tank so far, like, but I wanted to do something just to, because this originally was just 2 separate elevators, and I wanted, like, I didn't want to just be able to walk in the middle of them, so I threw a fish tank in the middle just to add some ambience and to add a little, like, something to catch your eye so it's not just dead air when you're walking through. And I feel like it's literal dead air. Like, with the Vibrant Visuals texture pack, I noticed that you'll see, like, from what looks like cloud or mist at times, like, during, like, around the ceiling. And I don't know if the Endermen are spawning here because it's not bright enough, or maybe because the room's too tall, but I notice it's very empty and vacant. So I really want to go through at some point and put like structures like support beams and like support pillars and columns and stuff like that. But I'm very OCD, as you'll see, like how I play my game. So eventually, like, what my dream goal is I would like multiple levels to this. I would like to extend this, like, upwards and downwards, and I would like to do different themes as well. Like, as you can see here, we've got, I believe this is, if I'm looking closely at it, I think this is jungle wood, I want to say. I think I've got jungle wood, and I've got mangrove wood, and then bricks is the theme that I went with for this. And I would like to do, like, different themes. Like, it would be really, really cool to do one that has almost, like, the warped wood, or the, is it crimson? Hold on. Yeah, it'd be really cool to do, like, a crimson one, or, like, the warped wood. I think that would be really badass to do for a theme as well. Especially for the fish tanks, like, if I can go find, like, I have the coordinates written down somewhere back when I came across one, but if I could get, like, a bunch of these blue blocks, like, this is what I was telling you about for those that have watched my one chunk layer, random layer challenge. I was floored by the fact that I came across an entire floor worth of, these kind of prismarine blocks, because as you can see, like, I have a very small stash of this, and I would love to take, like, this kind of blue here, and then, the blue from the warped wood, and I would love to do some kind of like decaying, like bright blue, or like Atlantis style, like aquarium type room, which, ooh, I gotta write that down at some point so I don't forget that. I think that'd be really clean. You could do almost like yellow concrete or like gold blocks and stuff like that to theme it, almost like Poseidon or something like that. I think that'd be really, really cool, or like Neptune. And yeah. So this is pretty much, like I was saying, this is my storage room and everything. I've got everything organized. Like, I've got all of my wood types here, as you can see. I've got all my different, like, structures, I guess you could say. Like, you've got fence gates, you've got signs, you got trap doors, you got pressure plates, you've got fence posts, you've got stairs, you've got your random resources. Eventually, my one goal, I would love to do a museum. So all I'm missing right now, as far as I'm aware, is I'm missing an emerald ore block and a deep slate emerald ore block. But outside of that, I've got every other kind of ore block, and I would love to put these up in a museum at some point. Which I do actually have a tiny little museum over in the spawn tower that, for those of you that have followed my TikTok channel, you'll see that I showed a small little tour of that room. Which that mainly just has, like, unique blocks or cool things that I found in the past. Which, if you want, before we head over to the little mining facility, I can show you guys that as well. I would love to do, like, more grand scale, basically, like, not to cut myself off, but more grand scale builds of, like, everything that you'll see in the spawn tower. Like, when it comes to the spawn tower, it's more or less, like, something that I made to make, like, little kid myself proud. Like, back when I was a little kid, like, my dream goal was to always build, like, a tower that had, like, every single thing you could think of in it. And me being a kid back then, like, I always lost interest, or I don't know if it was exactly interest you could say, but maybe my attention span just fell out, and I would always, like, drop out of Minecraft, you know what they say, after the whole 2-week phase, and I would just find different hobbies to do. And every time I was a kid, and my little kid self would get on Minecraft, I would maybe get through, like, 2 to 3 layers, and I think the most I ever got was maybe 6 to 7 layers of a tower. But this here is what I made to make my younger self proud, to make my younger self happy that, hey, you know what, you actually did a project that you said you were going to do, you actually stuck with it for once. And to be honest, I think what would make my little kid self freak out the most is there's rooms in here that I never would have even thought about as a kid. Like, when I was a kid, I only had maybe, I want to say 10 rooms written down, and we'll go ahead and count as we go, but I think I've cut well over 10 rooms as we go down from here. Like, this is room 1, we've got a little sitting area, this is my very first fish tank that I ever built back then. This is years old, that's why there's just a random little jack-o'-lantern here. Like, I was just trying to do just random little things to make it pop and stand out. I also put this up here as well, because I really like the idea of being able to, like, go inside of your fish tank. Though you do have to be careful. Oh, there he is. I was going to say that's exactly why you got to be careful, because he will poison you, folks. I have done that a multitude of times, more times than you can possibly think. So we'll head back down. So you've got this little sitting area, my little, like a little sitting nook, I guess you could call it. And you got little end tables with books here. We'll head down. This is a little storage area room, so this is something, again, that my kid self never had. I had rooms that were basically like a blacksmith, a kitchen, a bedroom, an armory, like things like that. But I never thought to put in, like, stuff for storage, because back when I was a kid, like, I would only play under creative mode, like, that's it. And being an adult, like, I've come to actually truly love survival mode. Like, I really love taking pride in the fact when someone comes through my builds, like, before I say what I'm going to say, like, I guess I want to give it some context first, because I guess, like, it's also more of a self-esteem or, like, a self-conscious issue, if that makes sense. Like, whenever you're playing on creative mode, like, you have every single block at your disposal. You have unlimited resources, unlimited everything. And I see so many people build these astounding things, like, literal, like, Hogwarts castle, or they'll literally build, like, the Middle Earth by, like, a 1x1 scale, and just ridiculously, like, amazing things, and things that I could never even dream of doing. Like, my brain pukes on itself just thinking about trying to accomplish something like that. And I feel like anytime I do build stuff on creative mode, I usually get the general response of, like, oh, that's it? Like, oh, like, you didn't do more? Like that's not that much. Like, that's not that, like, good. And I feel like playing on survival mode, this is what I was going to initially say. I feel like people more look at it like, oh, wow, like, you had to, like, go through and actually collect all of these supplies and all of these resources and all of these items just to make this simple little room. Like, on creative mode, this really isn't that great. This really isn't that fancy. It's literally just a very simple, mundane room with a couple, you know, bushes for greenery. We got a couple grass blocks for some greenery as well. Like, it's really nothing special, but on survival mode, I don't know. Like, it just hits different with me. Like, I feel very proud looking at this room. Like, the fact I had to go through and collect all of the wood, create all the chests, make all the lanterns, like, I'm really proud of what I made here. But back to the little tour before we get going on the little mining area. Let me see here. So we've got the fish tank area to start out with. We've got this little storage room as well, which I can't believe we're already almost halfway through the video and I haven't even started working on the project yet. That just goes to show you guys how much I love Minecraft and how much I love talking about this with you guys. Sorry, one sec. I've got my cat that keeps trying to jump up on my computer stand, and I've got a can of soda up here, and I do not want her spilling soda all over the computer stand. Listen, Izzy, you cannot come up here with me, baby. You can sit on my lap if you want. You can come over here to get pet, but you cannot sit on the computer. Like, you will destroy everything if a soda spills over this. And I do not have the money to repair it. Yeah, there she goes. She's going to sit over on the gaming chair now. I have 2 chairs in my room because I have one that I sit in when I record my videos like this, and then I have another one that my friend usually sits in whenever he comes over to play video games with me. And needless to say, like, I'm very embarrassed to show those chairs on camera because I love my cats to pieces, but they have completely destroyed those chairs with their claws. So I always have, like, throw blankets and, like, stuff like that draped over the chairs just so you can't see just how absolutely destroyed and mauled they are. But anyways, back to the tour. So we got the fish tank room. We got the dog staring at me ominously from below, or from above, I should say. We got the storage room for room 2. For room 3, this is another one that, like, little kid me never would have thought to add in. I wanted to add in almost like a nature-esque room mixed with a like a mining type room, which eventually I would love to go through and make this a little more detailed. And what I mean by that is I would love to break out some of these stone blocks in the walls, and I would love to replace it with mossy blocks, so that way it really looks like nature's fully taking over in here. But with that being said, I just really love the way this room came out. You've got like a cherry blossom tree down here, which, let me think about it. I'm trying to think if I actually spawned this tree in, like if I put a sapling down and if I bone mealed it, or if I actually built this tree using like cherry blossom, like, sorry, I'm saying like a lot here. I'm not running off the script again. But I think I actually built this, but the more I'm thinking about it, because I think that this is way too condensed here. It's like a giant candy, not a candy cane, like a giant cotton candy, like, bulb, like, with how clumped together this tree is. So I want to say this one was actually made. But anyways, you've got little ponds here, and I thought this was cool at first, but the other thing that I've seen on YouTube that really draws my attention is they put stairs going through here, so that way it's smaller, and you can also walk through it without getting caught in it like this and having to jump in and out of the little water pools. But anyways, we keep going. At some point, I would really like to take like the glow squid ink sacs and light these up so that way they actually look like the lit up glowing signs. But right here you have warning, now leaving safety zone, beware of mobs. Oop, I don't know why I threw that down there. Let me just pick that up real quick. But right here, we've got extra mine shafts and everything like that. And for those that have stuck around from the very beginning of the game, or back when I first started giving my tours on TikTok and everything like that, this was one of the very first mine shafts that we ever came across in the game. And I actually have a very, very old save from this world back when I created it about 5 to 6 years ago. And this tower that you're looking at right here literally was just flat ground. I strip mined this like as a chunk here. Like, I don't know if you can necessarily call this a chunk because it is pretty small, but I guess a partial chunk. I strip mined this partial chunk from the top ground all the way down to bedrock, and then I personally rebuilt every single floor level by level until I got back up to the surface, and that's why I guess I'm so proud of this. So as we were saying, we've got floor 1, floor 2, we've got floor 3 that leads into one of our mine shafts for some resources. Now, this was the initial reason we came down here. This is the museum room, or aka the rarity room, that I was going to share with you all. Now, when I say these are rare blocks, like, some of you guys might look at this and go, oh, that's not rare, or oh, that's pretty common, but just in my playthrough and, like, my, how often I've been able to get these items and such like that, like, I consider these items just rare to me, or if they're not necessarily rare, I would say they're definitely eye-catching to me, to say the least. One sec, I'm just going to take a drink of some soda here real quick because my mouth's getting dry again. Alright. So right now we got like an iron block, we got a gold block, we've got a diamond block, we got an emerald block, and I'm still waiting to fulfill in these little last slots here in the back. And then over here, I did not realize how common Crimson Stem was. When I first came across this, I thought this was such a rare item and such a unique biome, but I didn't realize that the Nether came out with an update where this is literally just a ginormous forest. So it's not very rare, but I just thought it looked so cool. So I put it here in the rarity room, and that was before I got the warped wood. Like, eventually I would love to put the warped wood in here as well. But I've got the Nautilus shell in honor of my mom. Like, my mom loves, like, shell hunting and, like, I have a tongue twister here. Sea shell hunting. Like, she's actually gone to the beach right now looking for shells and everything like that. So that's there because my mom absolutely loves shell hunting. I've got crying obsidian just because back when I used to play Minecraft as a kid, like, it was just regular obsidian. Like, crying obsidian wasn't a thing, and I just love the way it looks. Like, I love how bright and shiny that purple and magenta is. Then you've got the amethyst block, which that doesn't need like anything said for itself. Like, come on, it just looks so cool and it sounds so cool whenever you walk on it or step on it. Excuse me. Soda's making me burp a little. You've got the slime block here, which this I thought was just kind of cool. It's very random and very like weird and just a little like I love just kind of how it has a like that. It has that translucent, almost see-through texture. Like, so that one was just more for me. I just really liked the way that looked. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the rarity room right now, which is room number 4. And if you haven't noticed the checkerboard theme, as you can see, this is when I first found out you could actually, like, strip logs and everything like that, and I was like, oh my god, this looks so cool. So I went through and did that, And eventually I'd also like to go through, like, I'm not very fond of the pink wool that I put here. Like, this is what I was talking about with the concrete. Like, I think if I did pink concrete, it would smoothen it out, and I think it'd look way better than having it all texturized with the wool like that. So that's a project for the future as well. And now, with this being said, this was a tower, like I said, I know this was an initial project to make my like younger self proud of me and like my younger self happy, but it was also made with the intent in mind, like, God forbid there ever was a war started on this base, like, this would be almost like your missile shelter or like your missile silo, like how celebrities have like those safety bunkers, like if the world ever ended. Like, this was my world ending bunker. Like, this is supposed to have everything you could think of. Like, I'm losing count here. You got the one room right here for the sit-down room, just relaxing and chilling out. Nothing major here. You got the storage room. You've got the first mine shaft room. If you ever need resources and we need stuff to build, like, you know, more structures, weapons, armor, anything like that, we can dive into the mines and we can look for any resources. Like, I thought of everything. We got the rarity room, and as we already saw. I think that was number 4. Yeah, that was room number 4. We got room number 5, which this is the council room. This was to, if we ever did have a war, this was going to be to discuss the terms of said war. And as you can see here, this is my seat. You have my friend's seat here. He usually goes by Captain Boss when we play Dungeons and Dragons, or you'll see him online as Cherno Nava whenever we do our Jurassic Park series. He'll be joining us. So this is where my friend Cherno Nava sits. Then you have my brother, you have his wife, and then you have my sister. And all of us would sit here to talk about the terms of war and, like, what we would do to, like, what's allowed, what's not allowed, and things like of that nature. I believe this is room number 6, we said. This is the mess hall, or this is the kitchen. So you've got a cooking area over here. You can come over and use the smokers, or you can do a little role-playing and actually put your food on the open fire and cook it. You've got a couple countertops here. You got yourself a nice sink you can use. You got yourself your brewing stand. You got some paintings. This is kind of the issue that I was telling you about, like when it comes to the whole lag, or whenever you go too far away, because I used to have paintings on every single empty slot in between my wall portraits, or my torches in the wall here, and as you can see here, one of my paintings despawned, so I'm gonna have to come through at some point. And yeah, I don't have any paintings in my inventory, so that's going to be another project I got to add to the to-do list. And I didn't even think about this, but before y'all complain, I know I'm probably going to see something in the comments, but leave me alone, okay? I like birch. Like, it does not look bad. Like, I hear a lot of people say that birch looks like ass, and, like, I know some of you think it does, but I kind of like it. Like, this right here gives me those vibes of the whole minimalistic Minecraft builds that you see back when you were a kid, like the original 2011 shit. Like, I really love just how simple this looks. Now, I'm sure it would probably look a little bit better if I used the axe and, like, stripped the bark off of this to make it a little, like, more like realistic wood, but I kind of like the zebra look on it and everything like that, especially where it's indented into the walls like this, where I started trying to play around with, like, the texturing. Because normally I just slap torches straight onto the wall and everything like that. But I started trying to do indents and stuff like that to get better with my textures and stuff. Then we'll come down further. Now, that guy I just mentioned to you, Cherno Nava, this is his bedroom. Like, if we ever get attacked, this is back when he was going by Captain Boss. I didn't really know how to spell his username at first, so I just called him his D&D name. So this is Captain Boss's bedroom. Now, he's a very nature-esque guy. Like, he really likes, like, nature and, like, fishing and, like, camping and, like, the outdoors and stuff like that. So, especially whenever we play Dungeons and Dragons, like, he always plays as, like, the hunter, or, like, the person that can, like, talk to animals, and, like, he's a very nature-loving dude. So I decided to make him a very nature-esque room. So he's got, like, natural grass on the ground. Again, this is something I would love to think about redoing in the future as well. I would think about redoing this green wool with a green concrete maybe, or like moss or stuff like that, just to make it a little more nature-esque, and maybe adding in some mossy cobblestone as well, or maybe mossy stone bricks. But I kind of went with the birch theme in here as well, which now that I'm looking at this, I think dark oak would look really, really well to set off with the green. So that might be something I'll come back through here in the future and as well, and edit this and make it a dark oak room to favor it a little more. But I gave him his own cat, because at home he does have a cat that he shares with his girlfriend. Like, again, I don't mean to keep bringing up my TikTok, but if any of you have checked out my TikTok, you'll see their cat Cannoli. And so this is supposed to be Cannoli in game. So this is where Captain Boss, or Cherno Nava, sleeps. Then I went through and gave him some storage in the back here. He's also got... Oh, I didn't realize... What is that? Oh, it's a tail. I was going to say, I thought I had like a lead there or something like that. So he's got himself some storage. He's not fond, for some reason, like he doesn't like using diamond armor, so I gave himself a gold armor stand just because I thought the gold with the green was a nice little, what is it called? Like a complement. Like I think they complement each other very well. So you've got that little setup there. And yeah, so you got a nice little waterfall. He's got his furnace and his crafting area, and then he's got a nice little cozy campfire to chill out at, which again, I didn't really think much about texturing back then, so I kind of just put some stone bricks there and called it good enough. But the more I'm looking at this, and the true, like if I want to be an aspiring YouTuber like I say I want to be, I think some cracked stone bricks would look amazing there, just to make it a little more realistic, because if you think about it, like the fire of the heat is going to end up cracking the stone at some point. Like if you literally put stone bricks in a furnace, they turn into cracked bricks. So I think I'll come back through here at some point when I turn this into dark oak, and I think I'll go through and put some cracked bricks there as well. So now we'll come through in this room, and this is my bedroom. Welcome to Melior's bedroom. I've got a nice little bookshelf here. I got a little music jukebox, and I got a note block here just for some decoration. I got a little glowstone here in the floor just for some ambience and some lights. Just a random amethyst end table just for the hell of it, just because I didn't really know what else to put here. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, while I'm here, why not add a little decoration? We've got our little Japanese room, which, if you haven't noticed, he's very much into nature, and I very much love anime. Like, if you see on my TikTok, that's very much most of my content. Like, I don't even go by Melior. Like, Melior was something that I came up with because I really wanted an original handle. Like, I started doing TikTok in August of last year, in August of 2025, and I never really cared for TikTok before. It was never really anything that I looked at or looked much into. But my sister really gave me some encouragement and told me to start posting on there. So I started posting on TikTok and everything under the handle Satoru Hakuji. Which I'm probably butchering that. Like, I know, like, I'm a white guy. Like, I know I probably can't pronounce that very well. But Satoru Hakuji. I very much love Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen. And I very much love Hakuji from... I'm trying to remember what his full name is. I can only remember it's Hakuji. But he's also known by Akaza on Demon Slayer. And for a very long time now, those two have been my favorite two characters. I can go into a whole nother discussion on those two at a later time just to explain like why I really like those two and why they resonate with me so much. But I'm underneath the handle Satoru Hakuji on TikTok, and that's Satoru_Hakuji for those that want to check out my account. And that was the handle I was running off of for a while. And I told myself when I finally decided to do a YouTube channel, I really wanted it to be a little more original. Like, I really like Satoru Hakuji, don't get me wrong, but I feel like, you know, obviously when you hear those names, the first two things that come to mind is Gojo and Akaza. So I really wanted to develop my own brand and my own personality. So I decided to go with Melior, or MELIORCRAFT, because there was a term that I saw a while ago that just really resonated with me, and I really liked what it meant, and it was a Meliorism, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's the, I'm paraphrasing this, I can't remember it off the, like, word for word verbatim, but it was the belief that the world can be made better through human effort, and that just really sat well with me, and I really liked the way that sounded. And, yeah, so I decided to do MELIORCRAFT. I was originally going to do Melior, but it seemed like that name wasn't as original as I thought. Like, it seemed like someone had already used that name, so I decided MELIORCRAFT as almost a play on words for Minecraft. So, just to give you a little background there, that's where I got the name from, and that's where I got this idea from for my anime-themed bedroom. I wanted to do the cherry blossoms just because those are usually associated with anime themes, so I did a cherry blossom anime-themed room, and I've got my kung fu movie here playing on TV, or my little anime fight scene here. You've got them in their gis and everything like that, battling each other. Then I've got a nice, delicious cake, and some decorations put all about. And then I just added that just to make it a little nice touch on top of the amethyst block, which, if I could figure it out, I would love to figure out how to, if any of you guys know in the comments below, And if not, that's okay. I can always just try to look it up on Google. But if you guys know how to grow amethyst, like, I would love to actually grow like a big old purple amethyst shard on top of that. But I've tried silk touching, like the amethyst blocks that have those cracks in it that grow the amethyst spores or the amethyst buds, but they always turn into regular amethyst blocks. They never keep like the cracks on it and everything. So if any of you guys know how to actually like grow amethyst naturally in this game, like, please definitely let me know. I will be forever grateful to you guys and definitely give you a huge shout out in my next video. Then we've got ourselves a blue fireplace here. And then my bed, I just went kind of with a simple little structure here. But again, as I said multiple times throughout this video, I'd love to come back through and replace this wool with concrete just to make it smoother. Is it nighttime? Okay, no, it's daytime. This originally was diamond armor, but I had to come back through and strip this because I was a little poor boy at one point and did not have that many diamonds, and I had to steal some diamonds to make some armor for other sets and whatnot. But to continue on with the tour here, I'm losing count already because of how much I'm talking, but I'll just recount when I go back upstairs. But anyways, you've got my room, and you've got Cherno Nava's room. We'll head down further here. And this is another, I wouldn't exactly call this a storage room. I guess you can drop stuff off, but there's not very much storage per se. As you can see, we've only got 3 barrels here. But this is another mining room that I would love to take some glowing ink sacs and slap these with some red dye and make them stand out like glowing warning signs. But as you can see here, we've got ourselves another mine shaft. Let me just get ready here just in case I got anyone attacking me. Yeah, see. This thing goes on. So we've got ourselves another mine shaft. Well, let me see here. Just got a notification real quick. Make sure that's not anything important. Oh, nope, just cap cut. But yeah, so we've got our... I hope no one, like, confuses this for, like, a stronghold and they start breaking into it. And it's like, no, God, no, this is just the structure. You can walk around, and there's another fence post here, just like a border line to keep you safe. But there's another mine way over here that you can follow. And again, as you can see, it just goes on and on. Or, as I say that, it literally leads to a dead end. Never mind, don't listen to me. I am an idiot. We will come on back. Just always make sure you close your exits. Just, you know, safety first and everything. We got this exit closed. We'll go back in the way that we came. And we'll shut our exit. So, like I said, this is another mining shaft area. The one thing that does kind of bug me, this is just a random rant, like, I will praise Vibrant Visuals until the day I die. Like, I love how they made the lighting look, I love how they made the aesthetic look for the lamps and the torches and everything like that, but I just, like, I know the water is supposed to look realistic, but I hate the fact it's almost see-through. Like, I really miss the days when water was blue, so you could actually, like, see it clearly, like, you knew concretely what you were looking at, where this, like, you don't really know what it is until you stand close to it. But I just got a random waterfall put in there. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. There we go. So we'll head back down. Or maybe if I leave those down and I replace that with a moss block, I was gonna say a moss block, holy tongue twister, a moss block, so that way it's not just like dead dirt there. That way it's like lively, like nature and stuff like that. Now, this is going to be the armory room, so God forbid we're ever attacked. And as you can see, this is back when your boy was lacking some major resources here, because eventually I would love to do some netherite and some diamond armor here. Hold on one second, get another sip of some soda. By the way, what are you guys drinking and, like, relaxing with today? I know I'm supposed to say in the beginning of the videos, like, if you guys got any snacks to chill out with, like, I should have said that in the beginning, but I really hope you guys are relaxing with something nice to eat or something chill to drink with. Like, I don't really have anything to eat right now. Well, I got some leftovers in the fridge that I'm going to heat up later, but for now, my brother was gracious enough to let me steal some soda off him. Like, my mini fridge is also empty as well. Well, I have some meat in there, but I'm not exactly looking to get drunk right now. But I got some Mountain Dew voltage from him back when I used to play Call of Duty and stuff like that, or especially Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That was like one of my nostalgic drinks as a kid. I used to get a pack of Mountain Dew voltage. I would get some beef jerky, some jalapeno cheese Cheetos, the crunchy kind, and then a bag of Twix. And I would just stay up till like 4 or 5 a.m. with a group of like 7 to 8 people just running endless battles in Xenoverse 2. Like, those were definitely the nostalgic days. I'm wondering if I still have some videos recorded on my old PlayStation 4 that I can recover that maybe I can upload someday for you guys, if you're ever interested in seeing that. But anyways, this is the armory room, so if you ever, break glass and you can get your armor sets out, get some protection. And again, you can see how much I was lacking on resources because we just have iron swords in the wall, because we have 1 diamond sword instead of 2. But then we can have do some archery practice. Like I've got some sand here, just almost like at a gun range. They got sandbags and stuff like that to shoot, so that way your bullets go into them. So I got sand to represent sandbags. And again, maybe I'll come back through and texturize this with some sandstone as well. But I've got some targets here for some archery practice. Like if you're feeling cocky, you can stand all the way at the back and practice, or you can come up a little closer. Like you can use these as markers and stuff like that to like practice your aim. Like you got, level 1, level 2, and maybe level 3, I guess you could say. And then you got some crafting items in here, like a smithing table and a crafting table. And I've never, like, if you guys know what this is for, like, I'm left clicking on this right now. Like, you can hear it on the mic. I'm tapping on the controller, but I don't know what these do outside of be a workstation block for villagers and that sort of a thing. So, again, like, if these actually serve a purpose, it would be really cool to, like, find out and, like, actually realize what they do. But I digress. We'll continue the tour. We've got not 1, not 2, but we've got 3 mines here. And oh my god, just as there was a meme I saw on YouTube the other day where this guy, like, playing on Bedrock on a controller, it's like literally how slow it is cracking your neck. Like, hold on real quick. That's Realm Stories. Hold on. Let me see. Is there anything in the settings here where I can, like, change it and make the controller sensitivity better? Let's try 80. Let's see how that does. Oh my goodness, that is so much better. Why did I not do that sooner, chat? Oh my god. Alright, yeah, this is so much nicer. Alright, so anyways, back to the tour. We got warning, we got another now leaving safety zone sign. We come down. Oh, I did not realize this one actually has a ladder. That actually might be a little too fast for me now that I'm saying that. Hold on, let's see here. Was it under controller? Yeah, we'll turn that down to maybe a 70. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's better. A little scared coming down here. I don't remember what's down here because it's been so long. Okay, it looks like it was just another mining endeavor, so nothing really to see here. I think this was just another attempt at looking for diamonds. So we'll head back up. La-di-da-di-da. I don't... Oh, yeah. I guess I put this in here as well, just for a second entrance for whatever reason. Just to make it so you could definitely see there, because I would have totally missed this, and I think that's exactly why I put this here, so you could see there was another mine shaft over here. Or this isn't really a mine shaft, but, like another cave, I guess you could say. Did I light it up good enough? Like, I'm surprised there's no monsters or anything. Okay, another dead end. Keep on rolling. And we'll continue the tour here. Let's see. Oh. And we have another entrance. Oh, this one. Okay, this one's definitely a lot larger. So we're not going to get too lost. It looks like this splits off into 2 different paths and continues. Like you got that way and you got that way over there as well. So, oh, accidentally hit the mic. And so I think we're going to play it safe, and we're just going to keep on the tour so I don't get too distracted, because we've actually only got about 12 minutes left of this video, and I haven't even built I literally, like, all these items that I gathered for the beginning of this video, like, I haven't even done anything yet with it. So it looks like this is actually going to be a next week thing. I'm actually low-key sorry about that. I hope you guys, like, enjoyed, like, seeing the tour. Like, I know this is supposed to be continuing the hallway and everything like that, but I've really enjoyed, like, getting to share this with you guys and show you, like, some of the stuff that I've worked on over the years. This is, again, like, an endless food source. Like, God forbid we get attacked. I've got endless meat. Like, we've got poultry that we can survive on. I've got plenty of food. Plenty of chickens. I've got vegetables, meat, water, everything that you could think of to survive. So we're never going to get dehydrated. We're never going to go hungry on vegetables. And we've got plenty of bread as well. And we've also got plenty of chickens to eat. Now, if we ever need to enchant anything for said war, as you can see, I was a poor boy and had to strip some of this and take some of the armor for myself, but this was originally a full armor set. But anyways, we've got the enchantment table down, or one of the enchantment tables down here. I've got another one in my house. Oh, going a little hungry here. And as you can see, I'm a little flexing here. We got some lapis lazuli here. And again, the more I'm looking at this, how many times are we going to say this, guys? I'm going to come back through here and replace all of this with concrete because I do not like the ruffled wool look. Like, this whole room is literally wool. Like, I'm surprised, like, this ain't set this on fire yet. But I did a good job with the fireplace, I think. I caved it in well enough, or encased it in well enough where it's not going to set fire to everything. And we got some random storage going throughout the building just for the hell of it. Some random amethyst blocks for decoration. And just a nice little sitting area where you can chill out at. I don't know why these got opened. There we go. We'll head down a little further. This is the alchemy room. Like, if you ever need to brew some potions or do some like magic studying, you've got your bookshelves. You've got more bookshelves where I'll put like whatever I enchant up above. Like, I'll put those like in the books down here so that way they're actually full. Oh my goodness, that scared me. I thought you were a mob. You almost got smacked the hell, little guy. Cannot believe you're still down here after all this time. And as you can see, like, the mushrooms are already growing. Like, I did not put these mushrooms on the ground. Like, I literally just have a couple pieces of pod soul because I used to think this was so rare. Like, my dumbass did not realize all you need to do is put 2x2 spruce saplings together and you get tons of pod soul. So, did not realize that. And so, yeah, this is my mushroom growing garden. And the mushrooms have clearly spread all throughout. I also got a little mushroom tree here that I really love. This is just a cute little thing that I added to my alchemy room. And you've got yourself a little potion brewing area because you obviously need that. And I think in Bedrock, or not Bedrock, my bad. I think in Java, this actually does serve a purpose. Like, I think this does heat this up and cause boiling water. But on Bedrock, I think it's more just for aesthetic purposes. So I've got 2 regular sinks, and then I've got 1 sink with, you know, supposedly boiling water, if you will. I do like the crimson roots here. I think that's also a nice touch. Like, I really do enjoy that as well. Just make sure I didn't leave anything behind here. Alright. And this is also the blacksmith room. So this is where we've got where you'll be crafting like your weapons, your armor, your tools, and everything that you'll need to go to war. I really love the lava lights in the wall. Like, that was something that just really I thought was badass. And this is so long. This is back when I was like, oh! And I know I'm saying like, but this is back when I was floored, because I'm trying to find the words to describe just how excited I was when I found out there was multiple colors of stone bricks. Like, ever since I was a little kid, regular stone bricks was all you got, dude. That was it. And growing up, seeing now you've got deep slate stone bricks, you guys have no idea how lucky y'all are to have that. Like, now that we have actual different colors, like, it's so cool to add variation to our builds and everything. Sorry about that, you guys. My dad ended up having to come in to borrow my basketball and everything. And I hear the dogs barking, so I think my mom just got home from the beach. But anyways, back to the tour and everything. We got ourselves the blacksmith room and everything like that. And yeah, we'll head down to the next floor. And now we've got the nether room. So this was one of the very first nether portals that I built. I believe the first nether portal that I built is upstairs in my like nature hallway that leads out of this structure. But this, I believe, is the second, or I think this is the second one that I ever built, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and underneath this is bedrock. So this is the entire tower. Now this room, I was kind of, not exactly in a rush, I'd say, but I guess I didn't really know how to furnish it exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much all of them. We got 1 floor with the nether. We got 2 floors with the blacksmith, 3 floors with the alchemy, 4 floors with the enchantment, 5 floors with the food source, 6 floors with the mining, 7 floors with the armory, 8 floors with the mining again, 9 floors with the bedroom, 10 floors with the kitchen, 11 floors with the conference room, 11 floors with the museum, 12 with the mining room again, 13 with the storage, and 14 with the little chill out zone. So yeah, when I was a kid, I could only think of like 6 to 8 floors, and now we're all the way up to 14. So that definitely was amazing to be able to build that. Like, that's one of my most proudest builds. And I know it seems simple to you guys, I'm sure, but I really definitely appreciate you guys sticking around and like checking that out with me. Like I know it doesn't seem much to probably a ton of people, but that's a build that really brings back a lot of memories. Like that really was something that I've always wanted to do as a kid. Like that was a huge goal that I always set for myself that I always lacked a lot of ambition to do. So I was really happy when I was finally able to complete that. Also, here's that little nature area that I talked to you guys about. So you come out through here. Now you already saw me enter the tower through the spawn base, which is through that ladder here that you saw me originally come in from. Now this is the other exit here. You come up through here, and you've got these waterfalls all throughout. You got some flowers, which I would like to put some more variety here now that they have the yellow blossoms as well instead of just the pink cherry blossoms. Like I'd love to do a mixture of yellow and pink. And this is the original nether portal that I built, I'm pretty sure. Like, I really liked how the game added those nether portals that you can just find naturally, like those abandoned or broken nether portals, and I wanted to add one of those in my little area myself. So, I kind of built this room, excuse me, as a way of showing, like, the nether was kind of bleeding through and, like, kind of encroaching onto the overworld territory. So that's what this came from. And then my friend Cherno Nava, he's a really big fan of the Dark Souls games. So for those of you that have noticed this already, this is actually a reference or an Easter egg to the Dark Souls games where you gotta save your game at the fireplace or at the campfire. Like you sit in your little chair and you save your game at the campfire and then you can exit and everything like that. So this is a nod to Dark Souls for those of you that are curious. We've only got a few minutes left of this video, so I really just want to take a moment and sincerely thank you all for any of you guys that have stuck around to the end of this video or who have sat by and just listened to me talk about my server and go through this tour. I truly, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like, this sincerely means so much to me that you guys take interest and actually want to see the kind of builds that I put together and you're interested in the things that I have to say. Like I said, I wasn't kidding in my pilot when I said I could talk about Minecraft for hours and hours and hours. Like, it is one of my favorite games in the world, and there's just so much you can do in this game. Like, it's ridiculous, just the vastness that you can do creative-wise. I think what we'll do now is we'll spend the last little bit of this video, I guess, doing what we initially said what we were going to do. Like, I'm going to take a little train ride right now over to the mine shaft, and we'll give you guys a little refresher of where we left off in the last video, so you can kind of see where we will be picking up the next time. Now that we have all the supplies that we're going to need, the next time that we play, we'll actually get to start working more on this little mining area and try to see if we can finish it. And if not finish it, at least add some really, really good progress to it. But this took a really random turn. Like, I did not mean for this to happen, but I'm almost thankful that it did because it really gave me a chance to share with you all something that I was really proud to build that's years old at this point. Like, all of this stuff that you're seeing right now, like that Japanese tower, the railroad station, the spawn tower, the barn, the underground XP farm, like just all the stuff that, even the villager trading hall, like all the stuff that you see, like that tower is one of the first builds that I did that really made me proud. Like, the barn is probably the oldest build that I have here, I want to say. Like, I built a barn initially because, like, my first goal in the game was just to give myself some animals and stuff like that. Like, I really needed a food source, I really needed a leather source, I needed a wool source, like, everything you can think of, you know what I mean? Like, I just needed tons of animals. So the barn was the very first structure that I built, and that's honestly why it looks so basic. Like, that was back when I was just starting to get back into Minecraft again, and I was kind of pulling from, like, the recesses of my memories, like the kind of builds I used to do when I was a kid. So looking a little basic there. I've thought so many times about demolishing the barn and redoing it, but I'm like, do you really want to do that? Like, that barn's been there for so many years. Like, you could always just build a new barn and almost use that as, like, a museum. Like, this was, you know, the very first barn of the game and blah, 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 blah. So, a little undecided on that. But anyways, I said it before, but I digress. We're going to be, what was the whole point I was even getting at here? Oh yeah, that spawn tower. Like, that spawn tower, like, that literally took me weeks to do, and it made, oh my goodness. Thank God that did not attack me, a mama bear and its baby bear. Holy shit, that was unexpected. But anyways, it may not seem like it would take somebody weeks because they are really small rooms. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say the rooms are only like 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 or something small like that. But it was just the fact of, like, trying to come up with each room and, like, okay, what am I going to do for this room? What am I going to do for that room? Like, what's the theme going to be for here? And then having to go through and furnish each of them. Like, it just took a lot in the sense that, yeah, it was just not a lot in a bad way. Like, it was extremely enjoyable to be able to get creative again and like do the things that I used to do in creative mode and actually go, okay, here's the challenge. Like, you have to actually go find all of these things before you can put, you know, A, B, and C together. But that being said, I really just want to thank you guys again. If you enjoyed this video and you stuck around to the end, like, please feel free to like and subscribe, and even leave a comment down below about maybe what your favorite part was or what you'd like to see me do in the future on these videos. Like, I know I was supposed to be working on this, so maybe you can give me some slack for not getting to work on this hallway that I was supposed to be finishing up, but that's definitely something I promise I'll work on next time. I know this turned into more or less of a tour episode, but more or less, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed whatever food you were snacking on while you were watching this video. And if you ended up throwing this on to fall asleep to at night, I really hope that, you know, you're sleeping peacefully right now and you're getting some good rest in. Right now, we'll finish things off heading into the room that we were initially supposed to start things in. And yeah, the next time we pick things up in Minecraft, the Realm series on hard mode, we'll be working on this very hallway right here. We'll go through and add in the scaffolding tables for the end tables, and before I even do that, let me just see if I can use them as end tables, because it's really going to suck to like do this video next time I get on here, and then be like, damn, I came all the way here and I can't even use them as an end table. So nope, we're just going to put that down real quick. Perfect, okay. So yep, that can definitely be used as a little table. Normally I use blocks as my tables and stuff like that, like, hold on real quick, just to give you guys a little example of what I'm talking about over here. But, oh, no, you don't. I was going to say he's going to leave me behind. I'm going to be stranded here and have to run back. But there, like, I usually use these random blocks as tables. I never thought about using scaffolding, and I think scaffolding is honestly genius to use as a table, because look at that. You literally have 4 table legs, and you've got a little wicker tabletop, and I think that honestly looks dope. I wish they would add, like, wicker chairs, almost like porch-type materials, like, because you see those kind of things, like, out back or outside, like, during the summertime and stuff like that, and I think if you did that, you could do, like this would look really nice next to, like, a swimming pool, and if you had little wicker chairs to go next to it, you could, like, set up a little, like, swimming-themed, like, there's one guy, I think his name is, like, Remy Ho or something like that. Like, there's one guy on YouTube that posts, like, little tutorials on YouTube Shorts, and one of them was, like, something I never even thought of, but adding, like, pool floaties and, like, stuff like that to your build. That way it's not just a body of water, but you actually have more colorful and detailed stuff. Like, you could add, like, colored slabs and, like, stuff like that to represent floaties, or if you add, like, 4 pieces of glass panes going in a square like this, like, it creates, like, one of those inner tubes, like those floaty rings. So yeah, definitely go check that out on YouTube. Like, they've always got some awesome build ideas on there. I believe that's Rhymeho or Remyho. It's like Reimho, and it's like a little penguin face. But yeah, he's definitely got some really, really cool builds as well. I'll definitely try to find his channel and tag it down below, like I did with the guys I did my pilot episode, just to like give some credit and let them know like they're a really, really good builder, and you should go check them out. Like, I'm always focusing on things like the structure, like little things like I guess nature-esque things, like after watching a Cookie God's video, like trying to add like stones on the ground and moss and nature, but I never really thought about stuff like furnishings, like furniture and stuff like that, and that Rhymeho guy is like really, really good with that. So I'll definitely make sure I leave a shout in the comment for him as well for you guys. But I think that just about wrapped things up. We're just about passing the hour mark on our video. So, we'll definitely come back here next time, like I said, and apologies again for not getting to this hallway design like I thought I was going to, but I truly appreciate you guys sticking around and showing some interest in my tour and getting to see one of the oldest builds that ever existed on this server. I mean, I did say that part of this series was going to be going through tours and like the old lore of the lore of the builds and the lore of the series, but I guess I just didn't expect to dive into it like so quickly. I feel like it's one of those, like, I have like the short attention span where it's almost like, ooh, look, a bunny, and it's like you have to like immediately go address that instead of like staying on track or something. So next time we got this. Next time we're gonna finish this hallway, and since we've already pretty much, like, I don't think there's any details left that I have to do outside of I would like to get rid of this because like the orange copper doesn't really fit the greenery around here, and now that I have one of the oxidized or rusted copper golems, I'm gonna be replacing this right here with one of the copper golems, and I'm gonna do that. So I think that would look really nice. And if the copper golem's only 1 block tall, then I'll be able to fully put like a full bookshelf row there. So like I said, I think that'll look really nice going through. And then the next time that we come, next week when you guys stop by to hang out with me, we'll finish this room right here. And then we'll also go through and we'll start working on this hallway here, and we'll dig this room out and start furnishing the little animal pen room that we're going to do. So that way we've got our vegetables and everything in here, and then we've got our meat and like our leather and our food sources over here. And this will be almost like a secondary bunker, just in case. See, it all led together. I showed you guys that tower that was like a first bunker just in case we go to war, but as you saw from my storage room, like, that's literally right next to my brother's territory, so if they ever do invade and, like, attack that tower, like, I'm gonna be screwed. So I guess you could say this railroad track that leads over here is, like, a secondary bunker, or, like, a secondary base of operations and everything, just to be extra safe and keep me, out of harm's way. But with that being said, thank you guys for stopping by. I really don't have much else to say, so thank you again for everything. Thank you for the love and support. Yeah, I really wouldn't be able to keep making these videos if it weren't for you guys watching them and everything like that. So you guys are the goated ones. Like, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anything helps to get me out there in the algorithm more. Like, I'd really love to get my love of Minecraft out there to more people and show them, like, the different things that I'd like to build and, like, the different projects that I'd like to have going on in the future. One thing that I'd like to announce to you guys before I go is if you guys are interested in this, I've been looking at some of the games I have in my catalog. Oh, here you go, buddy. My little good boy Argos here. Like I said, if you guys know the reference for that, I would love to see if you guys can guess where this is from down below. But one thing I wanted to say before I sign off is one series I've been excited about contemplating doing. I know I've kind of got a lot on my plate right now with trying to post actively, like, daily, if not semi-daily, on TikTok, and trying to post twice weekly on YouTube for you guys. But one of the other things I've been contemplating doing is a series about retro video games. And I know retro differs to some people. Like, retro is something that's older than 10 years, or older than 15 years, or only in the 90s, or only in the 2000s, or XYZ. There's so many different things for it. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I was looking at some of my older games. Like, I saw I had Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, which is one of my favorites. I saw I had Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which was one of my favorites. And I saw I had a couple old Dragon Ball Z games. And my only worry with those is I don't have them on the Xbox. Like, they're for other systems, so I would love to play those for you guys as well. I would just have to figure out more or less how to record those and get them in clear quality for you guys to be able to upload them. Like, maybe I can use my external hard drive I have hooked up to my Xbox. Like, maybe I can hook that up to the PlayStation or something like that, and I'll be able to use it for the same. But yeah, just something to keep in mind for you guys if you're ever interested in something different, or maybe if you guys are ever like, hey, I love Minecraft, I love the fact that Melior is passionate about Minecraft, but I'm feeling something different today, and maybe you guys can check out my other game series, like, once I get that going. If you're also interested in other type of content, like, feel free to check out my TikTok. I'll also leave a link to that below in the description as well. Like, that's also got just tons of short form based content. Like, I know these Minecraft videos I put together for you guys are typically over an hour long. I try to do a minimum of an hour long just in case you guys want to watch these, like, on a lunch break, or while you're eating dinner, or while you're falling asleep at night. Whereas my TikToks is very much more short based content. Like, it's very little, like, up to a minute long. Like, it's like anywhere from 30 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, sometimes even 6 seconds. They can range to like a minute. The absolute longest video I have on there is only about 15 minutes long, and that's about the One Piece challenge that oh my god, the One Piece challenge. Sorry, do not come for me in the comments. Not the One Piece challenge, the One Punch Man challenge. I don't know why I keep saying the One Piece Man challenge, but the One Punch Man challenge, where I do 100 squats, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and then I run 10K. So I've got that video uploaded right now on my TikTok, and I'm debating maybe editing it more better, or more well done, if that makes sense. Maybe on CapCut, or maybe on Shotcut, like what I'm using, if I can figure out how to upload music onto there, or how to integrate like anime edits in with that. Just because I noticed on TikTok, like, I could only put in certain bits of music. Like, I could only put in like 2 pieces of music, and I made sure on purpose they weren't copyrighted, because TikTok has this weird thing where if you use a copyrighted sound, you're only allowed to use that sound specifically. But if you use non-copyrighted sounds, you can stack in multiple sounds together. And if you have a 15-minute video, you're gonna need multiple sounds to make sure you're not sitting in like dead silence, or dead water while your video's playing, and just ambience and just complete nothingness. So I tried adding in some multiple sounds, and luckily I was able to fit in 2, I want to say, but every time I try to put in sound on top, like after those 2, it keeps sticking to only one portion of the video, and I can't seem to make it move outside of that. So that's something I'm gonna have to re-edit and maybe put out like in a more well done or professional manner on a YouTube channel, maybe. Like, if you guys are interested in, yeah, sorry, having a little tongue twister here. If you guys are interested in seeing other types of content, like fitness content or working out content or stuff like that, maybe I'll create another playlist of that so you guys can follow my One Punch Man challenge journey to see if I can actually stick to this and actually see how far I make this and how much self-discipline I can actually develop for myself, because, like I said in the beginning of the video, that's something that I've really been feeling like I've been needing in life. But again, I know I've said that this is about all I've got to say like 4 or 5 times now, but for real this time, this is all I've got to say. I really cannot thank you guys enough. I cannot bless you guys enough. You are truly amazing to watch these videos and to help me out and to help get me out there. Like, any likes or comments, it really helps push the algorithm and get my name out there a little more. If you guys have any what's that called? Challenges that you'd like to see in the future. Like, after I finish, sorry, I keep saying like and my bad. Please do not come for me. I promise I'm going to work on this and my speech will get better. I truly promise that. But after I sign off from here and I start working on this Realm series, I'm going to be working on I'm going to be continuing my series on the random one chunk layers challenge, that one that I had mentioned from a cookie god and everything like that. So I'm going to be working on that as well once I wrap this video up. And once how do I explain this? Like, the Realm series, I don't ever see this series ending here. Like, I see this series honestly just continuing on until I decide that YouTube just isn't my thing and I decide to get another life and go figure something else out, because I don't ever see this ending, because I'm always going to have things to do on here. I'm always going to have builds to create. I'm always going to have ideas written down. I'm always going to have adventures to go on, and that's really just to say the least about this series. Like, there's always something to do. Where the challenge series, those always get wrapped up after 100 days. You know what I mean? Like, they always get wrapped up after 100 days. Oh my goodness, I just realized that I told you guys at the beginning of this video I was going to show you those spider spawners, and I never did. So while I'm running to those spider spawners, I'll keep talking now. But yeah, like, I always, like, those videos will wrap up after 100 days. So after we wrap up the 100 days for the One Chunk Random Layers Challenge, you guys will be introduced to my good old buddy Cherno Nava, where he'll get to play with us, and he'll show us the ropes of the Jurassic Park map pack. Which I hope I'm, like, saying that right. I hope I'm not just, like, blindly using a franchise name. I don't think it's just Dinosaur Pack. Like, I'm fairly certain it's, like, literally called the Jurassic Park Pack. Hold on one sec. I gotta focus. Okay, I want to focus, make sure I'm actually going in the right direction here. Alright, so I gotta head down and turn right to get back to home, I think. But the spider spawners that I found here, oh my god, when I was trying to fight these guys, I was freaking out because so many of them are spawning, and I'm like, where the hell are you coming from? Like, I felt like Batman, where it's like, where is he? Except instead of where is he, it was where is fucking 7 million of them. Alright, so to show you the hell that I had to endure, where is it? Come on. Did I run in a circle here? Okay. So I guess we'll just start from the end and work our way over. Where do we go here? Try not to get lost, you know what I mean? I'm pretty certain it was through here. Okay, yeah. So, oh my goodness. There we go. So we got spider spawner number 1 right here. What? I didn't even notice. Oh, I don't even have space. I was going to say, I didn't even notice there's iron here. I got to come back for that. So we got spider spawner number 1. Keep it coming. We got spider spawner number 2. We got freaking, where is it? We got spider spawner number 3. And after I got torches on all of these, I'm still getting attacked. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so I come over here. Where is it? Where is it? I didn't think it was too far away. Hold up. Maybe it's back on top? Maybe I passed it. Hold on. Oh, yep, I'm going where water is. That's not the right path. Where is the 4th one at? Where did I see it? For some reason, I want to say it's up top here. Hold up. Because I thought I had to come around the corner back in the past. Is it over here? I know I have it set up on my TikTok. I won't go through and just keep running in circles and stuff. I know that'll get boring for you guys, but I know on my TikTok I've got all 4 of them uploaded on there, so I'll try to go through my TikTok at some points. I know I've got the coordinates posted there as well, so I'll be able to go on TikTok and see like where exactly it was at. You can just stand back, dude. Oh my god, you're huge. Hold on, just give me a minute. I'm trying to find something. Just give me a minute. Did I already come through here? Oh my god, yeah, I did. Okay, I'm getting lost. Anyways, we'll find it later. We're gonna beat this guy real quick. Will you get out of here? Oh man, I want to take these back with me. What can I get rid of? Let's see here. I guess I don't really need 3 wheat. I guess I can just toss that out. Oh, I didn't realize they don't do damage, do you? Okay, you guys are cute. You can stay alive. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. You guys just mourn the loss of your slime brethren or try to piece yourselves together, literally. And I'm going to head back to my base and sign off. Let's just get back to base without dying here. Let's see. What direction did I say? No, it's not the lava. What is that? Okay, we actually do have obsidian there. Was it through this way? Yes. Okay, there we go. Finding our way back here, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Alright, we are back home safe, you guys. We made it. Come on, come on. Alright. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys join me along next week for episode 3 of the Minecraft Realm series on hard mode, where we'll actually do some serious work onto this underground base over here. With that being said, truly can't thank you all enough again. And this is MELIORCRAFT signing off. Have an amazing day, you guys. No, you know what? Have an amazing week. Have an amazing month, even. I really hope you guys just have an outstanding everything until I get to see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching, and take care, y'all.